So welcome to our first segment of In the Booth. I'm Kendall, managing editor for the Columbia Chronicle.
And I'm Steven, photojournalist for the Chronicle. And today we are in the booth with Soak. Can you guys introduce yourselves and tell us what you guys do?
I'm Cameron, I play drums.
I'm Alexis Ploen, I am the vocalist.
I'm Nick, I play guitar.
I'm Jonah, I play bass.
Okay, awesome. So just to start off, you guys recently released your first EP, self-titled, is that
Yes.
right? Okay, awesome. So I just want to talk a little bit about that, kind of the process of creating your first EP, and also the production of it, and kind of what went into that.
Well, yeah. Alexis and I, we started playing together actually almost 4 years ago now. In September 2016, we went to a music college called McNally Smith College of Music in Minnesota. A year and a half later, the school closed. It just went out of business out of nowhere.
5 days notice.
It's weird.
Super fun.
I know you're probably like, what? That doesn't. How could that happen? We've heard all the reactions by now. But anyway, yeah, we were lucky enough to be able to continue working together and come here and then find these two guys and put together a full band.
And then Pulp, the first song on the album, I actually wrote about my experience dealing with the closing of our college.
Okay.
And so it was kind of like the first song of this new chapter post McNally, you know, and like whatever our new sound would be, new band. Mm-hmm. And so we thought that would be a nice fit for opening the album or the EP.
Yeah. And Alexis wrote that one, then we wrote the other two, Every Shade of Blue and Muse, a few months after. Just a lot of the time in this very room, we were jamming on those. Like I just came in with riffs, and then they came up with stuff to it, and Alexis wrote lyrics.
I was listening to Pulp and Every Shade of Blue, and I was looking at the cover art. I was like, man, this all looks connected. Like, you guys tell us about your creative process and the whole concept behind the whole EP.
Well, I think a lot of the songs really were just born out of what Nick said. We'd all bring certain ideas and lyrics and riffs and all that jazz, and we just kind of bang them out through jamming and just experimentation, seeing what kind of work, because we all have pretty unique styles and musical flavors, I guess. So it came together pretty nicely.
Yeah, quickly and nicely.
Yeah, as for the album art, my roommate actually, she's a photography major, and she really enjoys doing still lifes, and her name's Lauren Martin. She shot the photo that's on the album cover, and for the art, I really wanted to try to, because it's only 3 songs, I wanted to represent a little bit of each song in the art, and so we have the orange for Pulp, obviously, and then the different shades of blue for Every Shade of Blue, and then the little stars for Midnight Muse on it, and I just wanted to be fun and colorful and kind of like, hello, we're here, we're a band, listen to the thing, we exist. Like,
I mean, how many debut EPs do you see fruit on the cover?
Right, it's very colorful.
I think it looks like art school threw up on a picture, and I'm like, that's a mood for sure.
Right. And speaking of art school, I noticed that a lot of you have either in the past like studied music or major in music. You do something, with music at school. Where like a lot of bands that I've met and talked to, they're not actually studying what they're playing and like what they're creating. So I wanted to ask like kind of what that's like actually studying and crafting your work, rather than kind of just having it be like a side gig.
I think there's pros and cons, because like some of the biggest bands, like they don't know how to read music at all, and like in bands it's always like a mix. Like some people either know how to communicate with music theory, or they can just listen to something and play it, and both, like the combination of both is really what helps you to be successful, I feel like.
Yeah, well, and I always think it's important to make the distinction between musician and artist, because there's the musician, which same with like photography and writing, it's the technical ability, and like having that craft down, and where the artistry is more so having something to say. And so having something to say and then having the platform to know how to say it appropriately and most effectively, I think it's helped us a lot. And I think as we're going on in our music education, except Jonah, sorry. I think we're just learning more and more tools to be able to express ourselves.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I think it comes down to just having more tools. Like some people, they write the best songs in the world with not a lot, which I think is amazing in its own way. But then, while if you have the chance, there's no reason that you wouldn't want to gain all the extra knowledge, which is the great thing about being here and getting to study music and add more to my toolkit, per se.
As a band, what do each of you guys bring to the table individually?
So for the music specifically, or just the whole
Or
band?
just in general, either as like musicians or as people, you know?
Well, I think personality-wise, like we're all very different in ways that like really works with each other. Like we're just very respectful to each other. We don't really get in arguments. We can like voice our opinions that might be different, but we're respectful, and that like works out really well.
Yeah, and I think we're all very driven too, which helps us kind of work towards the same goal. Yeah.
I've been in a lot of bands, and I've been in a lot of bands where with some not so nice people, and this is the furthest thing from that, which is a good thing. We all get along well. There's no big fights like we were saying, whereas in other bands there's been a lot of that. So yeah, it's a nice breath of fresh air for me at least.
It really is a miracle to be in a band without any, like, because I'm right there with you. I've been there, and it's not fun.
That's so
Yeah.
wholesome.
We love each other. What can we say?
So moving forward from this project, what is next?
Full length album.
Yes.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Recording more stuff. Some of it is definitely going to be heavier. So that's
Yeah,
something
like-
to look forward to.
Yeah, we're doing a single that we plan on basically recording as soon as this EP release show this tomorrow is out of the way. We're getting right back in the studio. We're gonna release that hopefully by April or May, and then start working on full length.
Yeah, so there'll be a couple singles here and there, maybe an EP if people are really getting antsy, like, where's the new music? Yeah, full length is the goal because we have the material. It's just a matter of getting in the studio, spending that time, and money.
Yeah, and to keep playing live, obviously. We have 2 shows on the calendar now. We're gonna book for the rest of spring. We're talking about doing a little tour this summer, hitting our hometowns. Like Alexis is from Minneapolis area. I'm from Cleveland. We're gonna go both those places and around Wisconsin, Illinois. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this is Soak in the Booth. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to follow Chronicle on all social media platforms at CCC Chronicle. Peace.